Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Cursed Hand Caves map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position, and I have some updates to make about what we are doing here today, but we are going to choose our capital first. Like this 2 here. I actually like this 2 here. Maybe even a little bit more. Access to this bonus off of a 2-point hold. Access to this bonus. Access here. Is anything else? This is a 1-point hold over this back here, but I don't trust that. We are going to go here. I think this gives me the best access to the rest of the board. It shows white and red where I am. Should hopefully dissuade them from ending up near me. I have an interesting development here, and you guys may, for starters, this is Tier List Tuesday. It's the series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the Progressive Capitals settings. That's with Fog and Blizzards, no alliances, no portals, balanced split size, 60-second turn timer, no rank restrictions, and the whole shebang. Again, Capital Conquest. And the most interesting thing about this map pack, we're beginning the Pirate 2 map pack today, is the Risk Wiki has not, and this map pack has been out for probably months at this point. The Risk Wiki does actually not have this map or pack on the site at all. It's just not there. It has not been updated with any of these maps. So, fortunately, I got a little bit lucky where the notepad that I'd opened up that contains how many territories all of these maps have, and we're going to have to count the blizzards together. Black is botting. We're actually slightly playing the wrong settings here today. I normally play this game, these settings on this series with neutral bots. We are playing with automated today. That is solely because I forgot to switch it. So I don't think there should be too much of an impact in how that changes things. It just may make people quitting a little bit more interesting. Black should hit this out of here. Yeah, so we got hit, but we'll still start with 6. I don't know that I can actually capture this whole bonus here. I don't think a 5 cap gets rolled, right? That's exactly the dice that I needed, though. I should have... Well... it's a turn 1 bonus for a +4. I'm pretty pleased with that. +5. Holy cow. I didn't realize that was a +5. 7 on cap. I'm very pleased with that because Black just took a +5, and I was going to be worried that if I didn't also get a +5, that this wouldn't work out too well for me. Purple starts with 7. We got a double blizzard here, so we actually, I mean, this was why I was playing for this bonus. And then I can also play for this. But yeah, I didn't have the territory count here. We're going to have to count the blizzards because I don't have those written down. This map is 93 territories, the 3rd largest of this map packs, or 2nd smallest, depending on how you want to look at it. It's a 4 map pack. There are 17 continents. That is the most. So 17 continents, 17 bonuses, however you want to call it. That is the most of any of these 4 maps. So 17 continents is the largest. I actually think it may be the 2nd largest in Risk in general, behind the airship map at 20. So I can't think of any off the top of my head that have between 17 and 20. So very, very interesting. The number of blizzards here, we can look at them together. I think there should be maybe at 93 territories because airship has 10 at 104. There should be 9, I think. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And we just so happen to have 4 of them in the same cluster of bonuses. Now, red doesn't hit me here. Should be good for us, but just imagine that when someone quits, their territories are neutral. I understand that does reduce maybe some of the legitimacy of this game, but it's about the map. It's about the rest of the settings with the fog, the blizzards. Those are the really, and the progressive cards, obviously, with capitals. Those are the main reason we look at this. And starting off, this is our final map pack at the time of recording. And I don't know if one is going to release in the next month or so that we go through this map and Archaeanos. There are 5 videos left as of now of TLT, unless new maps are released before we finish, and they very well could be. I do not know. So we'll keep an eye on that, but the 4 Russia maps, whenever they come back, we will cover them. But as of right now, 5 maps remaining on TLT until we don't have maybe a weekly TLT video. I don't know. I didn't know if I'd make it this far, so the fact that we're almost done is pretty impressive. I have dabbled with questioning whether or not I've wanted to keep making videos over this time, and I think I've gotten into a healthy balance of streaming and reducing the number of videos per week by not having those weekend videos to where I feel good about the videos we're making, but I don't have a plan yet for Tuesdays. If you've got any ideas for once we wrap this map pack and Archaeonos, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to try to get a win here today on Cursed Hand Caves. This map has given us some trouble on stream. It has given us some trouble in videos in the past. We're going to give it our best. I am very hit or miss on this map. I think it is like more valuable bonus airship is how I would describe this one, where it's very confined. You can kill guard if you need to in certain spots, but at the end of the day, it's a very confined map. And I get a plus 12. Do I want to take this? Maybe I could take both. I want to at least take this. How aggressively? Do I want to close my cap off? Let's do something like this. They're not great dice. I'm going to roll a 5 on 2. Let's do that. I'm not going to roll for this. I'm going to leave a 10 here. I don't want black to break, so let's do that. White gets 10. Where was white? Did I see white roll top right? That's a plus 6, though, right? Yeah, so white's not plus 6. White is shipwreck 1, then. That is the only bonus that makes sense where white would be. Literally the only one, because I have vision on every other bonus, and I know that black was exclusively bottom right here. So they are in shipwreck 1. They may come break. No, they play for this over here. White is going to be a problem fast. But, oh yeah, look at that. I don't think they're defending their capital. And red wanted this. They took this. They may have all 3 of these bonuses. Starfish, Shipwreck, Blistering Sands, and Tristan's Cabin. That may be a problem. Now I don't care that purple rolls through here. They're only starting with 6 anyway. There's no plus 1s on the board. I'll show the bonuses in a moment. There's a lot of them. So purple had 12 or more territories there. I could close my capital off. I started with 12 now. I just started with 12. And I just had a bunch of my territories removed. So what we get off of this middle bonus. Red actually has a bonus. Red must have the plus 2 here and territory. Plunder Beach. So here's what my evaluation of the board is. And again, I don't want black to play here, which is part of the reason why I fortified this way. I could... I got to figure out how I want to do this. Because red takes this plus 5. They leave white alone. White is holding way too many bonuses. I think I have to address white. Heavily as well. They may very well have no troops on their capital anyway. But I think I need to really, really heavily aggress white before... Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I might not need to. Oh, no. No. The whole point of adding here was that it wouldn't add here and it wouldn't break me, but it looks like it's going to break me now. All right, well, I don't aggress white. Okay. I'm going to take blue barnacles because I don't like black being here. And I'm going to show white that I have a lot of troops on capital. So that if they do aggress me, I'm going to say thanks. I'm not going to hit them. And they're going to see a nice chunky amount of troops. They're going to get... Oh, they only got 13. Okay. That's fewer troops than I thought they would get. Maybe they don't have Starfish Dock then. They only have 2... I think they only have Blistering Sands in Shipwreck 1. Or they got broken in Shipwreck 1, and they have... Yeah, you can have this. Sure. Well played. I didn't think this would work. That white and I not only would be chill with each other, but that white would let me remain pointed at their capital. I think they capped in here, unless they just had the troops to take this and they were capped back left. That seemed kind of pricey for them. But I don't know that I want to hit them. And red didn't hold Sloop Express, so red still only has Plunder Beach. I could play for Skullduggery. Because I think purple's going to invade where black is, so I don't really want to get involved over there. Did yellow hold? Yellow didn't hold turn 1 either. I think I want to steal yellow's capital. I'm going to put 5 on cap. They get 9. They might just clear me then. I'm going to get a lot of troops. I just got 17, and we're going to get at least 6 more. Ugh. When is the right time to strike? I mean, this is such a strong position in the middle of the board. I could close my cap off, which is risky. I think yellow's being overly aggressive up here, though. I'm going to bet on yellow being overly aggressive. Oh, that's such a bad play. I mean, yeah. I'm going to leave white alone. This may break me on the next turn. I'm actually not going to do a fortify here. We're going to leave that there. This should hopefully play for the bonus. I'm going to put 3 on cap. I did not get good dice on that, but also yellow didn't pick up an additional bonus, I don't think. We let white get 15. That 15 goes into red. I got really bad dice on that. Or not really bad. I got, you know what? I got acceptable dice on the capital. I would argue those were bad dice. Because I've seen people roll a 5 and get even dice. Now, the issue here, all this does is just slow yellow down. The reason that all this does is slow yellow down is because they are going to get the cap back. Because there's one of two things is the case here. Either they took Flint's path and they get it back, or they just roll the 7-on-6 slow roll, or red takes it. Red's getting 7 still. I think white's trying to push left side. I think white and I have reached a position where they know I'm pointed directly at them and they're playing nice. And I think I have to use them playing nice to take other sides of the board. Black, perfect. Because red's going to get broken here again, I think. Black had played off of this. Does black lose it? Did it lose its cap? I was getting 8. Somehow doesn't have this bonus. Yeah, yellow's only getting 3. So they're going to slam this back, but this is too late. So I got to hold this. Oh my gosh. Horrible dice for yellow. I mean, absolutely abysmal. I think we want to leave red back here. I don't see a reason not to do that. I mean, black will either break red. Yeah, see, this is just so many troops off cap for yellow. It's really horrible. They fortified this. The moment I saw this 7 come over here, I go, that's 7 troops that I don't have to hit on cap. And I lost 6. I didn't even get too good of attacker's advantage. I've seen people roll 7s and lose 2. I've done it myself. So, very interesting. I get 26. I'm going to go 30 here because I just don't really trust what white is going to do to me. I'll leave this line up into red at the top. Okay. I don't know where the rest of yellow is. I don't really care. I'd rather yellow get fed early. White gets 28. This is, again, a bigger reason why, because white's going to go into red. Yellow quits. That'll bot out, unfortunately, instead of neutral flagging like we had wanted it to, but honestly, it is what it is. So I just need to get bigger than white faster than them. This is their first turn of more troops than me. Purple is getting 12, so I think purple has black's cap back here. What did I don't know that I had vision. I think I had black capped trinkets. I didn't have vision on Salty Sail. So I think the yellow elimination is up here. Because there's not a lot of remaining positions it could be. Except down here. It could have been down here, but purple just cleared that for me. So the +6 up in the top right is fair game. Red lost their capital. All right. Red has lost their capital to... So I put 3 here. They might be slow rolling the remainder of yellow. This would set them in immediately. And wouldn't be an inherently bad play. Let's see if yellow trades on 3. I think there's a world here. And black already set, right? Or no, black just wasn't. No, black set. Okay. Black set. I'm going to trade. I think what I need, I think this is the turn, knowing that purple's not all that strong down here. I basically need to hunt yellow, red. Black's here. I need to go heavy into white. I need to hunt yellow, hunt red. I could even hunt black. We get 28 troops. We trade. I go this back here. We go... I think if I just get too much board... There's yellow. I might be able to get black here as well. Getting all of these better trade-ins. Position myself for black. There's red. I don't know if purple's off cap down here, so I don't know that I want to go into purple yet. This double sets me. Okay, we don't want to take black yet. Okay. That was still the right turn to do that. It just gave everybody better trades, and I have a trade on 3. Smart defense here. I mean, you're going to take all this back. You don't get very far. And if purple doesn't take black, which I don't know that purple's going to find black. Yeah, white's quick. Look at how quick white is. Oh, breaks the 5 on 3. Crazy. I want him to come take the cap. He's not going to get black either. He's just going to break everything, and I have a trade on 3. So look at how fast he is. White's so good, man. I love this. Unfortunately, he's dead. Like, that's the part about this that I feel bad for, because he breaks everything, and I betrayed him. If black doesn't trade, I don't even know that I take black. And the benefit to this is that purple's not going to get anything. White's completely off cap. So you just truly have no defense here of anything. What I want purple to do... what I want purple to do is to try to kill black and fail. This doesn't even matter. I don't care if you break here. What I want them to go for black and fail, and then black doesn't trade, and I kill black into white. Because purple, look at how much faster black, or he's going to hit here. He's not going to have enough to hit this. Oh no, he doesn't even know the 8 is here. But look at how much faster purple is, or white is than purple. That's what I meant to say. I got to hit here. They didn't open the 21. I hope this 4 hits to the right. This will take the cap over here. I actually think I have to ignore black. No, it finishes the bonus instead. Loses 2. Now it'll take the cap. I need this 4 to roll to the right, or I don't have any troops to activate. Maybe I just need to hope he doesn't have a trade on 3. All right, we get 12. 25. Put 5. Oh, should I just... 5 here. Let's do something like this. If he doesn't have a set on 3, he's dead. And he has a set on 3. Well played. He might kill... He doesn't trade off of black, though. So... He doesn't trade off of black, so if you waste too many troops killing black here... Which it looks like he's going to do, I should just be able to path this into him. He's not... I don't like that play by white. I think that's a mistake. I think you had to full send me here. Because purple's not going to be able to get my cap over here. Yeah. I mean, look at this. As long as he gets good breaks off there, I'll give him that. He won the 3-on-1. I got a 5 sitting back here. I wouldn't open. Okay. Let's see what purple does. If purple is pretty slow. If they come... No, don't flag! You were so good. You have a chance. You're on 5 cards. I don't have a trade in. Purple's getting 18 troops they could trade in. Oh, white, you were so good. Dengle, why did we leave? That was such a good battle. I picked the right person to target too, because this guy's so fast. I think it was a mistake to go for black. It's the same reason I didn't go for black there, because I was worried he could devastate me too much if I let him hold everything that he was holding. And purple is so unbelievably slow. Dengle, if you ever see this, and I think you surrendered out. I don't know why. You were going to... Well, you weren't going to get third. Or you weren't going to get second. I wasn't going to target purple. But purple could have done enough damage to me where... I mean, now there's just a no-brainer to target white. Purple could have done enough damage to me. Where else does this guy exist? I think I just go through this, right? We just play off the 21 and go through it. There's no reason not to do that. Does that connect? That does connect. All right, I didn't need to path that like that. That's really sad. I mean, obviously purple didn't do what they needed to do there. I don't think they'll get enough troops here to stop me. We have a trade on 3. I think I just 1 point hold them. What's the set? They will not be able to cap run even with a trade. The caps are too split. They'll get a 40 troops. They'll get 52 here. So they'll hit this and then they just won't be able to do anything. 16 is not enough to get here, 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 here when I'm on 4 cards. And I have a guaranteed set on 3. So, and we won't be able to world dom. I know that for a fact because I wear black caps. Get good breaks off there. I'll give them that. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to you. I will just cap run. There's no reason drawing this out again because we can't world dom. And there's no way they have enough. Defending on cap here, they had 10 sitting off on a 1 point. Yeah, 20. GG's, dude. Oh, he flagged. I didn't even cap run. He flagged. I was being polite. I was too polite. But yeah, I mentioned this was a 93 territory map with 9 blizzards next to down to 84 territories. That is 45 territories larger than the classic map. Nope. Yes. 45 territories larger than the classic map when blizzards are considered. I got there eventually. There's no map preview for this one, so we're going to use the winner's screen here to show you guys kind of what I mean when describing the map, because I usually go into the other monitor and kind of lay it out on the wiki, but I don't have an image of it. So this map can be crazy. This double +5 down here in the bottom right can end up sometimes being a 1 point +10, which is really crazy. You get some of the left side, blizzard here and here. You get a 1 point hold over, what is this? It was like +3, +5, +5, something like that. Something crazy. There's a lot of 1 point holds that can develop. We got lucky here. The only 1 point hold that we saw was this +5 in the bottom. Everything else was, and also this bonus. Red could have capped next to me. That would have been a fine spot to take a 1 point here. They didn't do that because of the danger. Thank God. Gives us the win. But this map can get real choky, kind of like Airship I've mentioned, and it's fine. I like that it's large. I think it makes the game more interesting, but it ends up being, if the game goes late enough, a very easy to card block on map. And I think it snowballs frequently because of how large some of these bonuses are, where if you've got 2 people fighting over an area of the board, which like White and I were nice and didn't fight, then you end up in a position where you don't get big enough fast enough and somebody else dominates you, like what happened to Yellow. I think they maybe got broken by the bot or something like that, where, simulate that as another player breaking them. I roll their capital. They leave too much off cap. You're not playing carefully. You get rolled, letting some other guy hold 26 a turn, right? So it's dangerous, very snowball heavy. I think it's like a solid C tier map. Let's take a look at the ranks of our opponents and we'll place it on our tier list. I think White was no lower than Master with the speed that they had and the Good Neighbor. They are a GM. GG's to you, Dengle. I wish you stayed. Obviously, you didn't trust Purple, and you were right not to in terms of getting them to break me enough where I couldn't finish you off. But GG's to you, Dengle. Really good game. Sorry that I had to go Bad Neighbor to you, but I saw the line of just yellow into red, maybe into black. We obviously didn't take black out because we didn't send enough that way, but yellow into red, maybe into black, but then also just full sending you to get you down where you're only getting, I think they only got 7 troops plus their trade. And I just had so much board. It was very difficult to contest. And then ultimately they went for the black elimination, which I knew was expensive. And I didn't want to go for it because I wouldn't trade off of it in any instance. At least on that turn, right? The trade on 3 turn where I set on 3, going for black gives White the edge because I've wasted material on black instead of hitting White. Obviously White had a trade on 3. They eliminate black. We eliminate them for the 5 cards, take out purple. Game's a game. Where would I place this on the tier list given the things that I've already said? Here is our tier list. Again, there's only 5 maps remaining that aren't the unavailable Russia maps. So Cursed Hand Caves. We will be looking at Stinkpot Cove, by the way, next week. Port Royal, I'm going to save for the last one of the map pack because it is Risk's largest map. And Cursed Hand Caves, I think it's like solid C tier. It's a little too easy to block on, in my opinion. The bonuses are a little too strong. I wouldn't want to put it all the way up into B. Well, you know what? I'm going to put it up into B. I'm going to go against, because I think it's more fun than Fungal. And Fungal's a very similar, easy to block on, easy to snowball type map, but the bonuses aren't worth as much. I think it's almost better that the bonuses are worth a little bit more. And I'm looking at some of these I have up in B tier. I'd play this over the classic map. I'd definitely play it over Dino World. I kind of like Forsaken Lands. Haven't played it in a while. World Conquest in Classic and Jewels. I think this is like kind of like Ligny. I actually would put this on tier with Ligny, but not quite as good as Ligny. Mostly because those bonuses aren't worth quite as much. And I think that gives that map a little bit more balance. So I've convinced myself to put this up into B tier. I think this is a great map pack. Stay tuned for my ratings of the other maps in the upcoming weeks on Tier List Tuesday. And again, we'll look at Stinkpot Cove next week. Stay tuned for that as well. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do that. Like the video as well. As always, everybody, I've been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.